Welcome to our lesson, and let's look at this question on trapezium. WASSCE November 2008 question 9. There's a diagram there. It said the diagram represents a playground in the shape of a trapezium, PQRS. PQRS, all right, from which a semicircular portion XZY has removed. XZY, this is a semicircular portion, it has been removed or cut off. PQ is parallel to SR. PQ, this here is parallel to this line, and then SR is 314, so here is 314 meters. PS is equal to YQ. PX 50 meters equal to YQ 50 meters, and then PS is equal to QR. PS 200 is equal to QR, also 200 meters. Then angle PSR 60, and then QRS also 60. Calculate A, the perimeter of the playground. Okay, so I'm going to calculate the perimeter and of the playground, and note that the playground is trapezium. However, the semicircular portion has been removed. So if I want to calculate the perimeter is what? The distance around the figure. So that would be 200 here, plus 314 here, plus 200 here, plus this 50, plus the length of the arc, which is what? A semicircular arc, all right, or which is half of the circumference, because a full circle is what? A circumference of a circle. All right, so if this is semicircle, then this is what? Half of what? Circumference of a circle, plus the 50 here. I believe that is so simple to calculate. All right, so our work that we are supposed to do is to find what? The length of what? The semicircular arc there. All right, okay. However, we know that this is half of circumference. What is the circumference of a circle? That is 2 pi r. All right, so if I want to calculate the length of this particular arc here, which is half of circumference, then that will be what? Half of 2 pi r. That will give us pi r. All right, so pi r, we are giving pi as what? 22 and 7. But do we know the radius? No. So there is something, a work to be done to get what? To get to know of the radius. Is that okay? All right. And where can the radius be found? Okay, so the radius can be found from, so if it is in this is a semicircular portion. So if I join here, I get the diameter. All right, because it's a full circle, and then this place has been removed, so it becomes half of a circle. So from X to Y here, okay, which is here, becomes what? The diameter. So what it means, I have to calculate the length from X to Y. Then when I'm done with that, then I divide by 2 so that I can get the radius of what? The semicircular portion. All right, which has been cut off, so that I can use that to calculate for what? For the length of the arc, okay, which is half of what? The circumference. Is that okay? All right, so I have to redraw the diagram, definitely. Okay. So let me redraw the diagram for us. Okay. So there's a semicircular portion, 50 meters, 50 meters, X, Y, Z, 200 meters, 200 meters, S, 60 degrees, all right, 60 degrees, all right, Q, P, okay. And here is R, 314 meters. So I have to calculate for the diameter here. All right, so that I can get what? Divide by 2 and get the radius. All right, okay. All right, so how do I even get a diameter, which is X, Y? So what can help me in that? Okay, let me shade here to indicate that actually it wasn't part of the whole trapezium. It has been removed. Okay, so how am I going to get the diameter there? All right, so let me join from P to here. Okay. And get the height here, if that can actually help me to get the xy, which is the diameter. Okay, so if I join from here to here, all right, will become the height of what? The height of the trapezium. Okay, and then from here to here to, okay, become the height of the trapezium. All right, if that is the case, okay, so let me label here as what? Maybe my AB. If I've gotten here, then what it means I can find the length from A to B. So that if I find the length from A to B, you know that the from A to B will be the same as from P to Q. Then I will subtract the 50 and the 50, because 50 plus will give me 100. So that when I find the length AB from here, okay, it will be the same as P to Q, and I'll subtract the 100, 50 plus 50, and I'll get the SY. I believe that is okay. So what I need to do here, okay, is to find the length SA here. Okay, and I join from this particular part here, so that I will get here as what? As my triangle, and that will help me to calculate from here. So you see, you get a triangle here, and that is going to help you to calculate for what? The SA. And take note, this is what? This is an isosceles trapezium, because here is the same as here. The angle here is the same as the angle here. Okay, so I'm going to calculate for this particular length here, and this length will be the same as this particular length here. So if here is 60, then you know that the height here, okay, is perpendicular to the base. Okay, so what is going to happen is that this is a right angle triangle. So if here is 60, here the 200 here is what? Is the hypotenuse. And then what I'm going to calculate here is what? Is the adjacent. Okay, so adjacent on hypotenuse, we use cos. So I can say that from triangle PSA, what can I say? Cos 60 degrees is adjacent AS over what? Over hypotenuse. Okay, so cos adjacent 60 is adjacent to this, the same here, this is adjacent to this place over the hypotenuse. All right, so 200 multiply cos 60, so that my AS will be equal to 200 cos 60 degrees. And let's find 200 cos 60 degrees. 200 cos 60 will give us 100. So my AS will be equal to what? 100 meters. 100 meters. So it will be like this. The whole of this is the 314 meters, and here is 100 meters, and here is 100 meters. All right. Okay. And then we know that AS is the same as BR. So my BR is also going to be what? It's also going to be 100 meters. If that is the case, then I can find AB, and then AB will be the same as PQ. Then I can find for XY. All right. So what will be the length AB? So my length AB, okay, from A to B here will be what? 314 minus the 100 here minus another 100. So I have to calculate for the length AB. Okay, so that I get AB the same as PQ, and I can find the XY, which is the diameter of what? The semicircle, so that I can get the radius. Okay, so my AB is what? 314, the whole of SR is 3, so now I subtract 100 and 100. So it will be like 314 minus 200. And that will give me what? 114 meters. 114 meters. So it means that here is 114 meters. So that 100 plus 100, 200 plus 114 will give me what? Will give me 314. Alright. So I've gotten here as what? 114. Then what I need to calculate is the XY. And we know what? PQ is also the same as what? AB, which is the same as 114 meters. So PQ, because this has become a rectangle, then PQ here is the same as AB, which is 114 meters. Okay, If that is the case, then I can find xy. So what will be my xy? Xy will be equal to what? That is the 50 here and the 50 here minus the 114. So that will be 114 minus 50 minus 50. So because here is 114, so we subtract this to get the sy. So xy minus 50 minus 50 will be minus 100. So 114 minus 100 give me 14 meters. So it means that here will be 14 meters. Alright, so that's 50 plus 100 plus 14 give me 114. That will be 14 meters. So now we have gotten the xy, which is the diameter. So now we can calculate for the radius. Okay, so we can say that therefore radius of the semicircle is equal to 14 over 2, and that will give me 7 centimeters. Sorry, 7 meters. That will give me 7 meters. So the radius of the semicircle is what? Is 7 meters. That is 14 on 2. Or SY is a diameter, alright? Then we have gotten the radius. So I think we can calculate for what? We can calculate for the perimeter of the playground. Therefore, perimeter of the playground is equal to what? Is equal to this 200 plus 314 plus 200 plus the 50 plus the 50 plus the length of the semicircular arc, which is half of circumference. All right. So we have PS, okay, length PS plus SR plus QR, okay, QR plus QY plus the length, because remember this place was not there, so it's the length of the semicircular portion, which is what is the length of a semicircular portion? That is half of 2 pi r. So take note that the circumference of a circle is what? Is 2 pi r, and this is what? A semicircle. So you have found the length of the semicircle, and this will cancel. So we have pi r, okay, and then plus the length px. All right. So ps plus sr plus pq plus 50 here plus the length of the semicircular, that is xyz, okay, which is pi r, all right, plus px. Okay, then now what is our ps? That is 200 plus sr, that is 314 plus another 200, that is this place, plus 50 here, okay, plus 50 plus 22 over 7 times the radius, which is 7, okay, plus ps, which is what? Which is also 50. So 200 plus 314 plus 200 plus 50 plus 50. That will give us 814 plus, so this 7 will cancel 7, so that I have 22. So that 814 plus 22 will give us what? 836 meters. So that means the perimeter of the playground is 836 meters. 836 meters. All right. So let's go to the B, the area of the playground. Okay. Okay, B. Area of the playground. So the whole playground is trapezium. And then there is what? A semicircular portion here which has been removed. Okay, so you calculate the area of the trapezium minus the area of the semicircular portion here. So we can see that area of the playground is equal to what? Area of a trapezium minus area of the semicircular portion. So if I want the area of the playground, then I find the area of the whole trapezium and I'll subtract, because this is actually not there. I'll subtract this and I'll get the area of the trapezium. Alright. But what is area of a trapezium? You know, the area of a trapezium is what? Half times the sum of the parasize multiplied by what? Multiplied by the height. Take note. So the parasize PQ is parallel to SR. What is our SR? 314. What is our PQ? PQ is the same as AB. Alright, so PQ is the same as AB, which is 114. So the parasize is sorted out. What is left in the height? So we can find the height from here. So that we can say that from triangle SAPSA. Okay, how do you find the height? You can use what? Opposite on hypotenuse. Even you have here as 100. Okay, so I always normally advise students, please use what is given in the question. Okay, so that even if your calculation here is wrong, it won't affect your answer. Okay, so we are given 200 in the question, so let's use opposite on hypotenuse, which is what? Sine. I consider sine 60 degrees is equal to opposite. What is my opposite? The h. And what is my hypotenuse? 200. So my height is going to be what? 200 sine 60. And what will be 200 sine 60? Okay, so that will give us 173.2051 meters. So this is the height of the trapezium, 173.2051 meters. So we have gotten the height. So now we can find the area. Is that okay? Okay. So now we can find the area. So therefore, area of the playground is equal to what? We say the area of the trapezium. What is area of a trapezium? Half times the sum of the parasites. Okay, so what is the sum of, what is the parasites? 314 plus PQ, which is what? The PQ is 50 plus 50 plus the 14 there, which is what? 114. Okay, so this is the parasite 314 and then 114 times the height. So what is the height? 173.2051 minus area of the semicircle. And what is area of a semicircle? Area of a circle is pi r squared. So area of a semicircle, half of a circle, half pi r squared. So half times pi, which was given as 22/7. And what is the radius? I think the radius 7. Alright, so this will be the area of what? Area of the semicircle. Okay, half pi r squared. So now let's calculate this and then we come to this. Okay, so here we are going to have, let me add the 314 plus the 114. So 314 plus 114 we give us 428. So half times 428 times 173.2051 minus half of pi r squared, half times 22/7 times r squared, 7 squared, and that will give us 77. Alright, so we have 77. So now let me multiply this. So half times 428 times 173.2051 That will give us 37065.8914 minus 77. So we are almost there. 37065.8914 minus 77, and that will give us 36988.8914 meters squared. Wow. So this is what we have for the area of the playground. 36988.8914 meters squared. I believe this is understood. All right, and then you have enjoyed this lesson. I will see you again in our next lesson. Bye bye.